Right, good evening everyone. Welcome to Art Kelly's stream, Art Kelly 9505. We're here for Wheelspin Racing Leagues. Round 9 of the season, we're at Zandvoort, Netherlands. It's a short qualifying followed by 50% race this evening. I think because we're under 16, I think we've got 15 tonight, so I think that's where we're going to be. So, says Matex, I have absolutely no idea what that super thing's about. I know it's something to do with football, but I'm too old for it. Anyway, yeah, so we're into round 9. CTV Glad's currently leading the championship. Relative ease at the moment. Is he on the list? Yes, he is. He is with us. I thought he might be. He is winning the championship. He's also my nemesis in Tier 2 of Arc on a Saturday night. I'm trying to beat him to a title, but every week it's just proven impossible for me. He keeps beating me everything. I'm not even coming second, let alone beating Glad, so he's already caught me up, overtaking me in the points, and unless he misses about 5 races before the end of the season, I don't think I'll be beating him. But we've had a few little good battles as well, so that's good. In a way, guys, as I say, it's short quali, so it should be pretty fast and frantic. We're dry for quali. Probably means we're wet for the race, because unusual to get 2 dry sessions at Zandvoort. So, Zandvoort, reasonably recent addition back to the calendar of Formula 1. Tricky track, no doubt about it, easy to spin. Big fit, there are lots of elevation changes. A couple of corners with banking, which is something not really done at any other track in Formula 1. This is one of them. And this, by the way, is Matex. He's out first. So we will go with Matex. Unfortunately, I did check earlier on to get the standings so that I'll be able to show you them during the formation lap, but they hadn't been updated yet when I checked. They may well have done by now, but unfortunately I was doing all my setting up ready for tonight. They weren't, so I couldn't add them. But that's okay, never mind. So, I'm not going to go on board with Matex. I believe I did a flying lap with him last week, so I'll pick someone else tonight, but we'll stick with him as he'll be the first to put a competitive time on the board, so we'll see what sort of target he sets. So as it is, I raced here on Wednesday myself. I didn't take part in qualifying. I joined at the back of the grid for the race and drove in a realistic Williams. Was actually running in P8 before somebody hit me and I spun and knocked me down to P14, which is where I finished, but I was having a very nice race otherwise. It's obviously this is equal cars tonight, and therefore I'm going to suggest I'm expecting a pole position in the low 11s. You might even see a high 10. The ones that are really fast out on track like Matex, they might be able to squeeze 4 runs in around here. It's a relatively short track. But, in order to do that, in an 18-minute qualifying session, you have literally got to be out straight away, in, out, like that. You can't hang about. So I suspect most drivers will just do the free runs. That should give them a set of softs for the race then as well. But Matex gets us underway then, already in the 11s, looks to 11.8. Glad a 12.6. We've got Haas coming round. Is that Winter Place? I'm not going to get to him in time. It was Winter Place, but it was an outlap, I think. So now for a Mayo, find the pass. Coming round, not a competitive time on this occasion, so 26.4. Who's that? That's it. This is a new driver for me. So this is TTV Kai MUFC. We'll forget the MUFC. Forgive him for that. But we'll be calling him Kai then. So I don't know if he's got anything to do with TTV Glads. If they know each other. Or whether that's a complete coincidence. So here he comes round the final corner and is into the pits. Typical. Red Bull on the way round. This is Glads, not improving. Winter Place is heading for the line and it's a 1:12.3. That puts him P4 for the moment. Anybody else? Yeah, Hammy and Bobby in hot laps at the moment. That yellow flag in set to freeze was just the Williams that we saw in the background go over to the side of the track to let people through. Hammy down a 1:12.1 goes P2 for the moment. Who else we got? Where's Bobby? I was invalidated. But, stick with him because I might have another go. So, we're up to 17 drivers now. Okay, wonder why the short qualifying then? Unless it just weren't expected. Oh, it's an Alfa Romeo. Stops right in the middle of the track. That must be Hammy. So, I guess actually being there, he was out of everybody's way because you'd be over to the left-hand side for the race at 9. So, no issues there at all. So, Bobby comes into the final corner coming up now. It's the other banking corner. You can see on your screen how tilted the track is. So 1:12.9 from Bobby. Nice start to his WRL career. That's P8. Bob Dylan. Just starts at a lap. I should have to find somebody in a minute to do a hot lap with. One McLaren on the track tonight was Drunken Shamrock. I don't know if he's on a hot lap or an in lap at the moment. I think he's on an in lap, but he's had a little spin at the final corner in a way. Bob Dylan here. Only just 4 drivers yet to get a time on the board. Well, 3 drivers yet to get a time on the board because Emax unfortunately is out. Winter Place is out. He appears to have... There's no Haas out on the track, so he appears to have retired in the pits. It's Bob coming round then. He's on his way around the final corner now. Gonna get a little toe over the line. It's a 14.8. Okay, yeah. That's why Winter Place is retired. It's wet. It's very much wet. So, where is Sky Pele? He's on an outlap. Yeah, right. Okay, Sky's coming around the last couple of corners. It's just going to be difficult for anyone to improve, but let's use this opportunity to do a hilly hot lap because I think it's going to be the closest we can get to it. No, we won't. He's into the pits. I think that's basically going to mean the end of qualifying, so we may not get a hilly hot lap in, unfortunately. See if Find the Pass can improve. It looks like then Matex has got pole. So 15.2 from Find the Pass is in P14. So Ferrari coming round. That's Ghost Rider. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a hot lap in. Bob coming round. So Matex is going to take pole position with 1:11.8, which is around 8 tenths slower than I expected. It's, well, as I said, a low 11, high 10 is what I expected, but now the rain started, I don't think we're going to see that somehow. So Matex will be over the moon. And now check who's on and out that. So we may get the opportunity. JD Racer's joined us now, so we're up to 18 now. 2 Red Bulls. Bad news for him though, as he joins and realises it was dry and it started raining. So coming into the final couple of corners, let's go on board then with a Ferrari. So it's going to be hard for him to do anything other than beat the other drivers that haven't got times on the board, but see how he does. You come out the final corner, obviously foot down across the line. We would have DRS open at this point. Break down late into the first corner, keep it as close to the inside as you can. Open the steering up, power through here. In the dry, full dry, you'd be 5th or 6th through there. Further 4th through the left-hander, banking chicane, open up the steering, you end up. Now, in the dry, this is just a flat-out straight, effectively. In the wet, as you can see, you've got to lift a little bit, otherwise it'll do that. So, we're not really going to get a hilly hot lap here, and I'll give up on that one. JD's on a out lap, so we might be able to do it with him. So, I don't know if we're expecting any rain for the race. It is Holland, it is Zandvoort, so every chance we might. So let's just give it another go then. So, JD Racer coming round. He comes to start a lap, so we head up the home straight. So, the late braking down in, hug the inside but don't touch the curb. Open up steering, keep it over to the left to open up this corner. Usually 5th or 6th, 3rd or 4th for the hairpin, completely up to the driver. You don't really lose any time doing it either way. Open it up for what, as I say, is a straight effectively. So, be careful in the rain, that's all. Usually be 6th at the lowest around here, some might take it to 7th. Into this almost blind corner. Then 5th or 6th through there, then you break down late for this one. Bit of inside curb. Into the next hairpin now, over to the left, which has a late apex on it. Which enables you to open up steering and open up DRS for this straight. Then we go into a right-left, which you have to pretty much skip the first corner in a weird sort of sense. And hug the inside, open it up again for this straight line speed. Into what this can be a tricky corner because the apex is blind, and you then follow this round, which again in the wet you've got to be careful around the final corner, but in the dry you just be flat out, no issues at all. And it's 1:19.5 for JD Racer, so that gives you an idea of how the times have gone off. He's on intermediates in a way, so it's like Kai is starting the lap. So just go back to the broadcast cam because the cockpit is quite loud for me. So I did this quite recently, and for himself and my own race, and I'm practicing for it. I managed a 1:10.8 in time trial mode with the race setup that I was going to use for the race, so I was very happy with that. I've got to be honest, it's one of my better ones. There are drivers on the grid tonight that's quicker than that. Honestly, I don't know if they were using their race setups to do them, but their time trials are quicker. I know Hammy's on a 10.6. So, yeah, it's all good. See, unfortunately, Kai having a spin there. He's lost his front wing. It's more just practice now. This is basically effectively turned into a practice session. The only people that can do anything here are Kai and Checo. They can gain a place or two if they want to. I must admit, if I was Checo sat in P18, I'd be half tempted just to retire and start last, just deliberately so that you can avoid all the potential of carnage into turn 1. Well, it's not just turn 1 around here, is it? It's turn 1, 2, 3, 4 before things start to settle a little bit. Tammy retires out into the pits, then Kai. Checo started the lap, just gone through turn 1. Sky Pele retires from the session. Appears to be a Merc in trouble. So yeah, that was Sky Pele then. So Sky Pele did actually crash on track. Which is unfortunate for him, because he was on 14.9. He was sat in P12. Or P13, sorry. So that's dropped him at the moment to P15, and he could drop further. So anybody who puts the time on the board will move ahead of Sky Pele. Just wait and see if Kai might come out again, or whether he's just going to settle for starting in P17. So Checo cross line 120.0. It's put him in P16. I'm not sure why it's done that. He should be ahead of Sky Pele. I can only assume then the rule is that you only drop behind people that you've... Oh, have I got a message from someone? I would have let you Emax, but it's like 30 seconds left or something. A minute and a half. So... Oh no, sorry, it got changed to full qualifying, so yeah, sure. No issues. If I can find you, that is. Okay. Emax. There we go. That's what happens now. I can't find him. Oh, for goodness sake. Sorry, K6 Emax. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? I could literally just go on. There he is. Hello.
Hey, is my audio
all
good?
right?
Yeah? Yeah, I'm all good, man.
You'll have to include it on your end.
Yeah, I pressed include. It should be on. Let me check on the
You have, so
stream.
yeah, it should be.
Yeah, it seems all good. But yeah, I
Yeah.
crashed out from qualifying. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of Netherlands in general. So I mean, it was a bit unfortunate, but you know, I think I'll be better in the race. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a tough track, to be fair. It is. I raced here on Wednesday, and
Yeah.
it's so easy to spin round here. It's every
So,
corner or every
Fury's
curb
been
seems
looking
to be a
pretty
death curb. So yeah. So I hadn't. I must admit, I've been commentating this whole time. I hadn't even realised they changed it to full qualifying.
Yeah.
So when I joined the lobby, it was on shorts.
I was like, alright, cool, it's just short quality, I'm not gonna take it to heart, but I'm here waiting for like 30 minutes until I can actually race, so I mean, that's unfortunate,
Yeah.
but at least I can see who my competition is, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's like, just as I was about to say, it's come up. who's that? Checo's out then. Didn't quite
Yeah.
manage to get fast enough time in.
But it's nice to see that the top 7 are only separated by a second, you know, because what I tried to do is I saw in the forecast that it was raining, so I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna get out on softs and just run laps because it's gonna be wet for the rest of the qualifying. But I think, I don't know, I rushed a bit too soon. I was in traffic and all
Right.
that. So it's all good. At the end of the day.
Okay. Well, we've lost then an extra driver as well, actually. So we've lost Sky Pele, Checo, Kai, MUSC, and yourself. So we're going to have 14 in Q2. Sky Pele is going to be annoyed with himself because he did a 14.9 and then went back out for some reason and retired, hit the wall or whatever.
To be honest, it's not.
And,
There's no point going out after you've set a soft run and it starts raining because it's just you're wasting a set of time and you're putting yourself at risk. So I mean, he kind of put it on himself, but hopefully he has better race pace because he's proved it in this qualifying. So we'll have to see in the race.
Yeah. I agree to an extent. I can understand that people like to come out and get a practice in sort of thing for the next session, but yeah, you're right. You're putting yourself at risk by doing that, and unfortunately, it's not paid off for him on this occasion.
Yeah.
So,
I actually got disconnected from the session. If you send me another invite.
oh right, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to do it through search.
I don't know if it was only me because on the stream it's saying loads of people left. I don't know if they're resetting the lobby or what.
Come up telling me.
Yeah, we're getting quite a lot of people that are leaving.
Right. Unless you've been pushed into another lobby.
No, I got disconnected. I'm not sure.
Second.
Right. Dylan just invited me again, so I'm not sure if it's the same lobby or if it's a different one.
Okay. Yeah, no, there's no mention in the chat about a restart.
It's the same one. No, it's the same one. I just saw on the stream multiple people leave, so I was like, oh, what's going on?
Okay, cool.
Oh, I think
in a way.
no, now it's kicked me from the game. Oh,
fantastic. It's gone.
yeah, it's all good. If you just send an invite through party, then I'll join up. All good.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, cheers.
So, right then, who's out first? Matex is out first. We're back to dry tyres.
Is it back? Is it a dry session now?
Yeah, at the moment, in a way. The sky still looks really dark. So it might not last long. That makes it even worse for
What'd you say,
who was
sir?
it that retired? Makes it even worse for the guy that retired after
Yeah, because I mean, he just like I said, he just put himself.
didn't even need to practice.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, the race looked clear, so yeah, that's a good thing, at least.
Yeah, that's definitely a good thing. Seems to be a Zandvoort week for me this week. I raced it on Wednesday, did 100% commentary around here on Thursday.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Jeez. That's a commitment. 100%. I don't think I could do an 100% any track. If I was to do an 100% track, I would say it has to be Monza. I think that's a pretty nice track.
Yeah, definitely. I have to say I was very impressed on Thursday. The league that was doing the 100%. There was 2 retirements, no safety cars, and only 2 penalties in the whole race on a 100% race around here.
Oh, that's cool. Was it a full grid too?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, sick. And everyone was clean.
Well, close to it. I think it was 18 or something, but
okay.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're on Matex. He was out first again. He's just going through the final corner. See what he can set as I'm trying to sort my lighter out. 'Cause it's run out of gas. So here he comes. That's a 1:11.2. That's better this time.
Yes.
12-0 from JD Racer. 12-3 Holy Nelsie. Bobby 12-4. 12-7 with Baz.
Yeah, we'll see. Would you play on steering wheel or controller?
I'm a controller.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Practicing for me, race on Wednesday, I didn't get much practicing, but I did some time trial practice, and I managed to run 10.8
Oh, that's pretty
at
good. Yeah.
time trial. That was with my race setup as well, so I was pretty pleased with
Yeah.
that. Um,
Let's see what they
yeah.
Alfa Romeo can put on the board, and it's a 1:11.9. It's a pretty good lap from him.
Yeah, nice to find the pass. He's injured as well. He's driving through injury, so not bad.
Injury? What do you mean injury?
I don't know. He didn't tell me what the injury was. He just told me in chat, "Be nice to me tonight
Okay.
because I'm injured."
Yeah.
So
We'll see
I
what the
didn't want to
Alpha
ask.
Aston Martin can do, and he got a 1:11.8, just ahead of the Alfa Romeo of Find the Pass. But Pure's been looking rapid. He's almost a second ahead of P2 and P3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very nice start from Matex. Who else we got? Well, 9 drivers have got times in now.
Yeah,
Winter
we
Place just starting a lap, so I'm with
I
Winter
think we
Place
can
to watch his
follow
lap.
the Haas of Winter Place. We'll see what
Yeah, that's what I'm on.
he's
And
gonna put on. And
so he's usually somewhere up there in the grid. Is Winter Place a very good driver,
yeah.
very clean. So he's not normally one for getting pole, but he wins a lot of races. That still
He still just looks very
um,
comfortable with the track too. And
he does. Yeah,
obviously it looks like he's been working on it too. Quite professional. We can see what he can put in.
yeah, certainly. So. Yes, right, I got my lighter working. I can pay more attention now. There we go.
Oh, he went a little bit off the track there, but he's keeping his lap
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
He got a 50.8 middle sector. So you can put on the board.
Okay, that's not too bad. 50.8.
Yeah, like you said, he's not
Yeah, I
he's not
think
aiming for pole. He's still a pretty good driver.
No,
Like I said, he looks confident on it too. So we'll see what he can put on the board.
exactly.
Um,
At the moment, get a time on the board. If it's already good enough for Q3,
Yeah.
then great.
and it's a pretty
Plenty
good
of
lap
time to that.
still.
There we go.
At
12.7 despite the
12.7.
mistake.
Yeah, it's not.
Not too
Yeah,
bad.
and he had a slight mistake on that lap too. So I mean, it's a pretty good lap.
So, Piccolo's coming round, but it's on an out lap. Ghost Rider will be next across the line. He's just coming into the last couple of corners.
We'll see what he can
Ferrari.
put in. He had a 50.4 middle sector. So I'm going to say he'll probably slot in P8, P9 in between there, maybe? Yeah.
Spot on. P8. Very nice.
Yeah.
Hammy will be next. So,
We'll see where Hammy
he's
can put
best.
his car. He got a purple middle sector, 49.9, which is a pretty good middle sector. And we'll see what he can do. Straight on the DRS. It comes to the line, and it's a 1:11.6. Very quick lap from the Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, nice lap from Hammy. That's Alfa Romeo P2 and P4 at the moment. The other the other Alfa Romeo Find the Pass is the one I said was injured, just messaged me, and it come up on Xbox and it said potential offensive content. I thought, what's he sent me? So I opened it and it was him telling me that his injury is a damaged coccyx.
Oh,
So,
jeez.
so lower back.
Mm.
It's like, what's he sent me? And it wasn't nothing.
Yeah, that's what
fine.
I normally get a bit confused when it says potentially offensive content. But at the moment, we're going to look at the Mercedes of FGE, who's currently about to get onto the
Okay.
back straight.
No worries. Just a shout that Piccoloco just went into P3 on a 111.6.
Yeah, that's good. Let's see what
Nice.
middle sector the Mercedes can get. He got a purple middle sector, a 50 flat. We'll see what he can get.
Showing half a second up, which would put him around about a 111.9 at the moment. Unless he can find a bit
Yeah.
more.
I think P4 maybe. Stretch, but we'll see what happens. Straight on the
We'll
DRS.
find, come the end of the session, anybody in the 111s will probably
Yeah.
be safe.
Oh,
But
P6.
it's- ooh,
A 112.
just outside.
0.
He might have to go again then.
Yeah, I think he's.
Um,
I think the comfortable place to be is about a 111.6 to get through. So I think all the way up to P3. Pardon me. You can probably get through to
I think that, yeah,
Q3
they're
on that.
probably safe to retire out if they want to.
Yeah.
After that, even if I was ET, I think I would just hang on a bit, hang fire,
Yeah.
and see if I might have to nip out close to the end. So,
Mm. But all
Baz,
the
no,
top
Baz is
three,
6
they've only
seconds
used
down.
one set of tire, and going from P4 to P10, they're all on a new set of tires. So I'm assuming
Yeah.
all the way from
Okay,
P4, they're
so
gonna go out for another lap, and yeah, we'll see.
Shamrock has just crossed the line in the McLaren. He's gone P4 on
On P4 with a
111.6.
111.6, so
So
pretty good.
that's where we think the magic number is. There's quite a few out there, but not anybody improving from that I can find.
Yeah, I think the AlphaTauri of RX8 is on a lap. He's just coming past the first
Oh,
hairpin.
alright, so yeah, Baz, yeah.
See what you can do.
Okay, yeah, he was way down on his last lap, so he must have backed out of his last lap and then
Yeah,
gone again.
25
Yeah,
middle sector.
attempts up on his PB.
The AlphaTauri is quick, mate.
Yeah.
It's weird
What's
watching
it
it
rated
from
in this
the
game? The
Oh, sorry, what was I about to say? I was saying it was weird watching it from the spectating point, because while you're in the car, it doesn't look that quick, but the graphics are pretty realistic in spectator menu.
yeah, totally. And
Oh, and find the
place grid
pass.
penalty.
Got a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Drunken, the McLaren in P4.
Yeah, so
That's unfortunate and not ideal. We'll see where the AlphaTauri can put himself, and P9 with a 112
Nine.
flat.
yeah, I'm thinking what you're saying about an 11.6 is probably the better bet then.
Yeah.
An 11 would do it, but that's getting a bit tight now.
I think
Just an
11.6s are the save points. I think up to P4 now, they're pretty good. But I do believe Drunken went on 2 sets of tyres. And Hammy, I believe, is preparing for
Yeah.
another lap, just to be certain. So, I mean, we'll see.
Well, I'm guessing they'll still get the extra set of softs in Q3 if it stays dry.
Yeah, you get an extra set of softs.
Yeah,
So, I mean, but ideally, you'd want to have 2 sets of fresh tyres so you can set a banker lap.
just in case.
Yeah, and then
that's it, so
for your final lap, you just have the extra security. So,
Bob
at the moment,
Dylan
Hammy's on a
improves
flying lap. We'll see
nicely.
what you can do.
So
Yeah.
Bob Dylan improves nicely, but stays or goes P12, so still
Still in
top
that
10 at the
elimination
moment.
zone.
Ghost Rider's on his way round in the Ferrari again. I didn't see a split time, so I don't know if he was improving or not. But
And the Ferrari's diving into the pits.
he's into the pits.
I assume
Always
he's going to
happens.
refuel his car and put a new set of tyres on. But back to Hammy in the Alfa Romeo. Let's see what he can do.
Half a tenth down.
He did a
Quarter of a second up.
49.6
Nice.
purple sector.
Yeah.
We'll see what he can do. He's looking quite devious on this lap, so we'll see what he can do. I'm going to say he'll probably
yeah.
go up. This is a new set of tyres, so I'm
Please.
assuming he'll go up quite a lot, and he'll
Goes
be in P1.
111.1. That's it. So takes P1. Didn't really need to do that lap. I think he was safe in a way, but that takes any doubt out of the equation in a way.
Yeah, it was a good lap from Hammy. Yeah,
Which it looks like Winter Place has had some sort of incident on his lap and he's slowed right down on it. So he's gonna go take another lap. It's Bob Dylan
I
has to
think
take to the grass to
Winter
get out of the way
is
of
on
his
his
teammate.
cool down lap.
I know he started a hot lap at the start of this lap, but it's obviously something went wrong and he's backed out of it.
Yeah, now he's going to start another hot lap, but thankfully that Williams got out the way. He looked a bit like he was impeding that lap there, trying to slow him down, but we'll see what Winter Place can do in the Haas. And
So
yeah.
I've never seen him be eliminated in Q2. He's always got to Q3 when I've seen him. So
Maybe his streak will end here.
knows?
We'll have to see.
Might be. Here he comes then, down the straight, heading up to the end of to the end of sector 1, and it's 4 thousandths of a second up.
Yeah, every little helps, am I right? So we'll see. Maybe he can improve. Oh, and he spun it.
Oh, he spun it.
Oh,
No,
that's
he's not got enough
unfortunate.
time
That's
to
going to
pit,
put him under
so
a lot of pressure. Going, I don't even think he'll have time for another lap. If he can get
Yeah,
his car back.
around. We've got nearly 2 minutes left, but he can't.
But them
pit,
tyres,
he has to do it.
no, again.
It's round
Them
again.
tyres are hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's looking
So
good for the Haas car.
no, it doesn't. Wow. Okay, that car just drove through him there. Got a bit
Yeah,
worried there for a second.
thankfully ghosting
Um,
is on.
yeah, looks like it. He was ghosted there. So
Yeah, it's pretty good.
here comes Find the Place up to the end of sector
But
two.
Pura and Drunken both retired, confident that they won't get knocked out this session. So, I mean, it looks like
Yeah, I think they're
have a
safe. To
good
be fair,
Q3.
Find the Pass is improving though. 49.9 in sector two.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do. He turns on the DRS and he's coming down to the line. And it will be a
111.
111. Oh, he didn't
Ooh,
improve
didn't
on his lap.
improve. No, half a tenth down. So actually
That's
means he
not
lost two
ideal
tenths in the final sector.
for the Alfa Romeo. And it seems to be Winter Place starting another lap, which will be difficult on them hard. Oh, and he spun it again.
Oh dear.
Them tyres
So
are just worn out. I don't think
yeah,
they are doing him any good. And that will
too
be
hot.
Winter Place out of Q2.
Yeah. So there you are. Cursed him, and he's out. JD Racer up to P5 now in the Red Bull.
Yeah, so
Yes, a couple of people over. Oh, Winter Place around again.
yeah, it's not a
Painful to watch.
it's a session he
um,
would not like to remember. Because he looked
definitely.
pretty
Lads
confident in the car too.
improving.
That's the thing. And Bob Dylan crossed the line, and he is out of Q2. So is Thai Holy.
His teammate,
And
so they're sat in 11th from 12 to 2
yeah,
Alpines at the moment.
that's not ideal. We can
Alright.
see if Ghost Rider
Um,
can possibly get himself out. Yeah, it's not looking that likely, but
he's
we'll see.
invalidated Ghost Rider.
Oh, Ghost
So
Rider's out.
I think
Winter Place
the
is
four
out.
are out then.
And we've got our people for Q3. We've got Hammy as the best with a 111.1, who is, well, the fastest in Q2. And we've got Pura, F1, JD, The Gamer, Find the Pass, Bobby, Glades, and RX8, all in the battle for pole.
Yep.
Who do you
So,
think's
and
going to be getting
covered
pole?
by, if I had to hazard a guess, I will probably always say TTV Glads.
Oh,
So it's not
you think
going
he's
Q9 or
sandbagging?
P9 now. Yeah, he was improving on his final lap, and as soon as he realised he was through, he backed right out of it.
Well,
So
I have faith in Pura. He's been looking very quick. He only did one lap too. And yeah, I think Pura, he also has the two sets of tires, which is also an advantage, so I think he will
yes,
be getting through. But like I said,
so
we've got our top 10 now, and we'll see in Q3. You can get
I
pole.
think you'll find that we're going to see. I think most of the drivers are going to want to keep a set of fresh softs for the race, just in case they're needed for a late safety car or something. But so the fifth, they'll get the fifth set. So I expect they'll use set 3 and set 5 and just do the 2 attempts in Q3.
Yeah. Oh, but don't forget, Find the Pass does have a 5-place grid penalty, which will affect his finishing
Yeah.
position in Q3. So he's hoping to finish high, so he can
So
not drop back that much. But we'll see.
far, yeah, that's it. So there we have it then. So as I said, well, 8.5 attempts covering the top 10 means we should be in for a really good final session. So 111.1 there from Hammy, the quickest there. I still think I'm going to be right with a high 110 for pole.
Yeah, it's been looking like
we'll
a pretty
see.
good session.
Yeah.
Win for a surprise.
Yeah, I mean, whoever takes it's got their work cut out to get it, so it's going to be a very good pole position to take.
Yes.
Glads always seems to find a lap from somewhere, so I wouldn't look past him, to be honest. But there's all sorts of drivers here. I mean, JD Racer will have a chance. He's always up there somewhere. Hammy, if he can nail a lap, Hammy's always got the pace in him to do it as well. But to be honest, with how close that is, it could be any of, any of them. To be fair.
Yeah, but that 5 race grid penalty will come back to bite the Alfa Romeo. We'll see what he can do.
So the best he can possibly do today is P6 if he was to qualify pole. So
Yeah.
find out if he can manage that, especially driving injured. Okay, already cars coming out. It's a Williams first. Well, was first, then an Alfa Romeo drove out straight through him.
Yeah. First out of the pits will be the Alfa Romeo of
Hammy.
Hammy is the best. I'm assuming he'll be going on a scrub set of tyres. Not brand new. Oh, it looks brand new, so I'm not quite sure what he's going on, but...
Yeah, because I'm trying to think back. So everybody used a set of softs in the first session.
Yes. Hammy used three, I think.
JD didn't. And then the second session, they probably used 2. And you get 2 sets. Yeah, I mean, personally, I would use a scrub set on the first run and then use the 5th set for the second run.
For the second run, which will be at about 4 minutes. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, and
we got a return.
FGP Bobby has retired from the session. He's crashed into the wall, coming out of turn 1, going into the hairpin. That's the exact same place that I spun it to, so yeah, it's a lot of bad luck over there, I'm assuming.
I know when they do that. Shamrock drives close to him, make sure he's alright.
Yeah.
Hammy then coming through the last couple of corners now, so about to get onto a hot
We can
lap.
see he's starting the first lap and it'll be Hammy. We'll talk through this lap and see how it goes. Comes down to turn 1. Brakes about the 50-meter board. It's looking pretty solid at the moment.
Yeah, not too bad. It's this
Riding the curb. I just love with that hairpin. That
there.
hairpin's just
it's
phenomenal.
just nothing else like it on the calendar, is there? Just banking, and he seems to be able to take it fast. I'd take it in 4th, that hairpin, so I know some take it in 3rd, but...
Yeah, purple sector 1, which is usual since he is the first person setting a lap, and we'll see what you can do in the second sector.
That's the only reason I ever come out first, so I can see purple.
Yeah.
It's the only time I get to see it, so why not?
Yeah.
That's the end of sector 2 then, 49.6.
Sector 2 a 49.6, which I believe was quicker than his... No,
I thought it was a 49.2 in Q2.
49.2 or 49.3, I believe. But we're on the 49.6, and it's the first lap, so the track is still not at its peak. The best is the last 3 to 4 minutes, and he puts on a 1:11.3, which was matching his... No, what did he get?
Good.
What did he
1:11.1.
11.1, yeah, but that's still a solid lap. And we'll see.
First run, especially if it was scrub set.
Yeah.
Piccoloca also goes 1:11.3. Find the Pass 1:11.5. JD Racer 1:11.6. 1:12.3 for Baz.
See what Glads can put onto the board. He's the one rumoured to be getting pole position, I'm saying. He got a 50.091. We can see what he can do.
It's a bit down, that's what?
It's a little bit down, but maybe he doesn't have the best downforce and he has better straight line speed, and we can see what he can do. I'm saying he'll aim about a 1:11.4 maybe. See what he can put on. Oh,
1:11.9.
1:11.9.
Just ahead of Shamrock. It's in P6.
Yes.
Matex has stayed in the pit. Well, he's coming out now. He's just leaving the garage now.
Matex. Man, I think personally will be getting pole, so we'll see what happens. And yeah.
So you're going Matex, I'm going Glads, which means it'll probably be Hammy.
Yeah. True. If I'm gonna have a +1, I would say Hammy, but at the moment I'm still rooting for Matex. He's pretty quick, so.
He is indeed, and well, we're effectively waiting for him now to do his outlap. Everybody else done their first run. Shame to lose Bobby. We didn't get to see what he could have given us in.
We'll see.
Q3.
Yeah, so he's on his outlap, and he's got a clear track ahead of him, no traffic, so that's good. Came out at the right time. And yeah, TTV Glads is also. Is he on a lap or is he? Yeah, I think he's coming into the
He, he
pits.
should be on an in lap,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's coming into the pits. So is JD Racer, I'm believing. 'Cause it looks to be he's out of fuel, but we'll see how
Yeah, it
Pura.
should be. He's already done an 11.6. Matex coming around the final corner now to start the lap.
See Matex's
So,
not final, flying lap. Um,
yeah,
yeah,
still his first run. He's got plenty of time to do this run and get back to the
yeah.
pits
I would
afterwards.
assume this is on a scrub set. I don't think he's going out on a fresh one. No, it's on a new set because he only used one. Oh, and he's in
Oh,
the
he's round in the
wall.
way. And there goes his wheel. Front
There
wing's
it
gone, wheel's
goes.
gone. And that's the end of Matex qualifying. So it's going to be...
That's unfortunate for the man in the
He didn't
Williams.
actually get round as far as Bobby did, so he's going to be starting behind Bobby.
Yeah,
P10.
that's very
Racer into the pits.
unfortunate.
So
I think that probably puts a smile on Hammy and Glad's face since that probably was their closest rival at the moment, but we'll see what happens.
yeah. Right, so Baz now on an outlap. Find the pass on an outlap. Yeah, people like to come out different times. I always like to leave it as late as possible, personally.
Yeah,
But
I normally like to be the last person out. No traffic, and also the best track there is. Track evolution plays a big key, especially at Zandvoort. It's
yeah,
always ramping up, so we'll see what happens. I think the final few minutes are going to be the interesting. But at the moment, since my man for pole is out, I'm going to say that Hammy is
yeah.
going to get pole. Personally, I think, but
Okay.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe not, but yeah. So we've
But at the
got.
moment, Piccoloco is only 24 thousandths of a second down on him.
But remember, I think
Mighty close.
Hammy did that lap on a scrub set, and I assume Moko did too. Loco did too. But we'll have to see. I think pole will be about either a 1:11.1 or a 1:11.2. I'll assume one of them.
Okay, I'm going to stick with my high 110. I still think somebody will hit a 110. Somebody's got to hit the perfect lap.
Yeah, maybe it'll hit a 1:11 flat, but I don't know if it's gonna be a 1:10. We'll see. Maybe Mr. Glads will. We'll have to see.
Yeah, probably. If it's the Glads I usually got a race against, which it is,
Yeah.
he's usually come out and do a 110.4 or something. Just blow everyone away. But
Yeah.
we'll see if he manages that tonight. But find
So
the pass then,
Loco
unfortunately,
and
Baz.
finally the pass are both on a lap. So we'll
Yeah.
see.
Well, unfortunately, Baz invalidated there, so it's to find the pass
That means
now.
he'll be under pressure on the final lap. I assume he'll be diving into the
Indeed.
pits to
Yeah,
probably
he's got time to.
fuel up
So
and then get straight back out. Or maybe he'll just go straight. He's going straight for another lap.
okay, well. Oh, the final pass comes in instead. There we go.
Loco
All right.
has stopped. I think he's bailed out of his flying lap. He didn't
Oh,
validate.
Baz is round and into the wall with the rear wing.
Oh, that's
And I
not
think
good for Baz. Not
he's
good
trying to work
for
it out
Baz.
mathematically, and I don't. If he's got damage, then he's not going to get another lap in because he hasn't got time to
I
pit and
think.
get out again.
What's
Depends if
the
he
time at
damaged.
the moment? 3. He can probably do. He can get in the pits and get out for another out lap because it's on normally on
Tight.
career mode it will make you wait in the pits for about like 5 minutes to fix the rear wing. This is just instant. Get in, fuel, get out. Then he can probably get in for one lap. But he might be tight on time, so I'm assuming he's going to be pushing into the pits. I don't think so at the
That's what I
moment.
mean.
His
I
ERS
do
is-
think it's tight on time. It's generally 30 seconds in, 30 seconds out of the pits. So
Oh yeah, it will be a
a
tight one
minute.
if he does get back out. But TTV
And,
Glads is
yeah.
on his out lap and also is JD Racer. So
okay,
both of the Red Bulls
got-
are trying to put in a stonking lap time.
yeah, we've got a couple on hot laps though. We've got the McLaren, the Shamrock.
We've got
who's
Shamrock
improving through
and
sets of 1.
Loco.
And yeah, Piccoloco on in the what's the Ian Williams in there.
Shamrock is looking
Um,
pretty quick on this track too. He's been.
He's improving already. Here he comes.
We'll see what he can do.
to
Oh, a 49.8.
49.8. It's just quarter
Yeah,
of a
good.
quarter of a second up. He's heading into P5 at the moment, but he doesn't need to find much more to go ahead of JD Racer.
I assume this will be his final lap, or maybe he'll do a cool down lap too, but I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. He will have time to do a cool down lap, so he potentially could. My control
Okay, put him
battery's
into
low. It's just
P3.
come up.
That's a nice place.
Oh wow! He gained a lot more time in the final sector than he must
Yeah.
have had a bad one in previous lap.
Okay. Hold on, I'm just going to change my controller batteries quickly.
There we go. I just had to change the batteries. Okay, so you still there? Says you are. Right, okay, well, I seem to have lost my co-coms, but, Shamrock off track, pick a loco. Who's actually next? Find the pass. So he's improving at the moment. You're back, there you are.
Yeah, sorry, I just went to change my controller batteries quickly.
Oh, that's exactly
Didn't
what I
want
did
it
as well.
dying on me during the race.
Fair enough.
Um,
Okay, right, I'm on Find the Pass at the moment. He's slightly up.
so Hammy only went for one lap, and I think he's confident with that lap. I don't think I'll be able to get him pole. TTV Glads is currently on a lap.
Find the Pass
3
into
seconds
P3.
down in the first sector.
Find the Pass into P3, 1:11.390.
It's a pretty good lap time.
It is. He wasn't far off. Less than a tenth away from pole. JD Racer doesn't look like he's going. No, he's going very slow. So he's finished. CTV Glass is finished as well. So.
Oh, Shamrock for P4 is the best he's going to be getting. So we have to see what TTV Glads can pull out of his hat, because at the moment,
no, Glads is
he's looking
finished.
to be starting P6.
He's finished.
Glads is out.
So Glads is P6. Well, he'd be P5 because Find the Pass has got that penalty.
So I think that the whole Red Bull garage is counting on JD Racer, unless he's going to dive into the pits too. And I think his lap's done too.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
He saw an ET.
He is improving. He's a tenth and a half up.
Yeah, he's improving. I think he was the last one on the lap too, so he will have the best track out there. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, he still needs to find about another tenth to get ahead of Glads, as it stands. It's an Alpha crossing the line ahead of us. Oh, that's Find the Pass just finishing off.
Aston Martin crosses the line and goes P2. That was a pretty good lap. Like I said, the track evolution on this is quite amazing. But to be honest, I'm gonna have to leave you. Sorry.
Yeah, of course.
Get ready
you get ready for your race, and good luck to you.
Yeah. Thank you.
I think it's going to be a good one. So yeah, enjoy yourself. And,
yeah. Thank you.
See how you get on. Thanks for joining me, man. Right, guys. So there we have it. So Hammy takes the pole position. Very confident to do that. In the end, he only takes it by 7 thousandths of a second. Basic checks no. First lap of Q3 was under 1:11.1. I was just perfect, and I cancelled, like invalidated sort of thing. Yeah. Oh, unlucky, man. But well done to Hammy then, who takes first pole position in WRL. Well, the Sunday League in a way. I don't know how he's getting on in the F2 League if he's in that, but ET P2 with that very good lap at the end, just misses pole position by 7 thousandths. Pick a loco 24 thousandths off pole in P3, 84 thousandths off pole for Find the Pass, but has a 5-place grid penalty, so he will start in P9. Shamrock will move up to P4, JD Racer up to 5, Glad's up to 6, Baz up to 7, Bobby up to 8, and unfortunately Matex will start P10 after invalidating a lap that would have given him pole position, but never mind, these things happen. You'll enjoy the race more, Matex, starting in 10th, because you'll have to make your way up. Right, guys, we're going to take a quick break now, so we do have a break between a full quality and race, please do not ready up until told. I'm going to put you on the break screen, guys, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. See you in a bit. Right guys, I'm back for the main race. We're on the formation lap at the minute. What's going on here? Hammy... I can't invite Hammy back. Who's the other one? Is it Picoloco? I seem to be able to invite Picoloco. But I can't invite Hammy. Let's try and find the pass. Hammy had to go. Okay. Oh, that's a shame for him after taking pole position. So we see the McLaren of Junk and Shamrock in. I'm just going to reset my headset a second, guys. Right, sorry, I have to wait for the start now. So the lights are out and away we go. Trying to see the best. Unfortunately, as you can see, Hammy and Picoloco are not with us, so ET will go through and take P1. Shamrock up into third at the moment, effectively P2. Now into P2. It looks like JD Race is going to follow through for P3. And Glads won't be far behind him in P4. Somebody's falling down. Ghost Rider's round. Winter Place's round. Bob Dylan's round. It's all three of them round at the hairpin. And there's some damage there. So that's no wing for Winter Place, no wing for Bob Dylan, and no wing for Ghost Rider. All three of them have lost their front wings. And we'll have to dawdle around to the pits, but unusually the game has brought out a full safety car on the first lap. Despite no retirement. So that is purely for the debrief to clear the front wings up at turn 4. Although the safety car... Oh no, he stopped now. He stopped basically where the incident happened. Which is pure coincidence, by the way. Right, just to bring us up to date, because I was a bit late getting back during the formation lap. Basically, guys, what's happened... I don't know about Picoloco. I don't know what's happened with him. I did have another message, actually, so he might tell me. WRL event, apparently. Not sure what that means. It's an event as in a... It's an event as in a esports race, then why were they in qualifying? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Not for me to worry about. Anyway, trying to bring us up to date. So, oh, here we go again. Right, okay. Again, I'm trying to bring us up to date. So, ET then has started on medium tyres. Shamrock's gone for softs, which could potentially mean a two-stopper. It can work around here, you know, a two-stopper, so wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if that's what he was trying. JD medium. Well, then we're mediums from P3 down to P8. Find the pass on hards. Mediums for Nelsie and Emax. Emax run the back up to P11. Very nice start. That's the young man that joined me in the qualifying. Sauce for Sky Pele. Mediums for Checo. And Kai started on hards, and now Maytex, Bob Dylan are on hards, having pitted. Winter Place on mediums, having pitted. Ghost Rider has gone to softs. There's position changes going on. Now jumping Shamrocks. Ghosting. Oh, I see. Oh, right, okay. There is an esports event, but it's an accident. They thought it was at 8 o'clock, but it's not. It's at 7. I see now. Um, nice, JD. So that explains that. Okay, no worries. They didn't realise that's why they joined in quali. All makes sense now. Thanks for letting me know about that find the pass so I could have a look. So in a way, we're back to normal. Everybody's caught up. Safety cars coming in. It's already left us quite early, so it's coming around the final corner, the safety car, so he won't be able to go yet. He needs to hold on a second. Let's see then. Is Drunken Shamrock back with us? It looks like he is actually Shamrock, so perhaps he just nipped into AI, I don't know. Oh, but if anything, the Red Bull JD Racer looked like he got a good speed out. So couldn't quite get ahead of Shamrock. And somebody's round. Oh no, it's Emax. After what's such a great start as well. Emax. Oh, he's left a session as well. I'll invite him back. I'll always invite people back, guys. If I notice them lose connection or anything, then I always invite them back. But oh, and ET's round from the lead as well. So Drunken Shamrock takes the lead of the race. The two Red Bulls now up to 2 and 3. Yeah, no worries, Emax. No worries at all, man. Ah. Right, okay. In a way, let's try and get back to this racing instead. Find the pass up to P5, get through his teammate, quite literally through his teammate. JD Racer fastest lap. Bobby then reacts to that straight away. As JD Racer goes for a move for the lead. Oh, Shamrock's gone again. What is going on? We've got it set to 1 yellow. So Matex has to pit. I swear, not in Emax's case, but in a lot of people's cases, when they lose connection and I go and get them back on again, they nearly always say offline on their gamer card. Now, I'm no tech expert, I don't know if it makes any difference whatsoever, but if it doesn't, it's a hell of a coincidence, let's just say that. Anyway, Winter Place gets past Find the Pass, that's for P10, and we've lost Sky Pele. Go on with Matex. It's just round here, I think it's brought out a safety car, it has. And, well, shame for Sky Pele. It's not been a good evening for him at all. But hopefully he'll dust himself off and be back next week. But we are under our second full safety car. Not what we want, but it was all a bit hectic then. So maybe, just maybe, a full safety car here might just calm everything down a bit. It's had gone very, very hectic. So ET's in the pits. He's come out on hards. Oh, Bobby's left a session. It's hard to commentate when you're constantly having to invite people back instead of actually doing the commentary. Anyway, Bobby's gone to hards. Find the pass onto mediums. Holy Nelsie onto hards. Matex is back on the hards. Did he start it on? Okay. So he switched around his tyres, so potentially he could go to the end of the race from here. I don't know if a set of hards will take you all the way to the end from here. It's still 31 laps. 30 when they cross the line, obviously. It looks like... Just going to have a look down. Who's that? That's Hammy. That's Piccoloca. So those two have actually left to do an esports race. I thought for a second Wentz place was ghosting, but he's not. Shamrock's into the pits. Somewhere. And he's onto a set of mediums. ET's pitting again. Oh, he need a new wing. So one thing I noticed with this game, one of the best things you could do at the start is switch the setting in your MFD to say, rather than auto fix your front wing, just do it thanks for the pass. I don't know if people can see that if I bring it up on stream when I read it. But what was I saying? Yeah, it's to change the option for your wing from auto to yes, because the game recently doesn't seem to like fixing front wings very often when it's on auto. Just a little tip, do it at the start of the race, that way if anything happens it's already on it. So, other than that, I think everybody that was ghosting that I invited back has joined us. Who's that? That's Bobby, who now appears to be on Spotify. So then, JD Racer to lead us away. Away he goes. He catches Glad Snap in. Can Baz gain anything out of this? Doesn't look like it. He has a look at the inside of turn 1. He's too far back. Look at Checo up in P4 now as well. Having a great race so far. Baz and Checo. So, JD Racer will look to see if he can get away. Let's just nip through the field, and it looks like this time everybody's managed to do the restart correctly and is away perfectly, so that's all good. Shamrock gets ahead of Emax. Oh, not Emax. No, that's... Emax has ended up back in ghosting now. I don't know what's going on. So many cars. Losing connection. Emax has joined back. He's got me invite. Excellent. It's, just runs wide. Drops down a little bit. Let's get back up. Have we got any close ones at the moment? We have here. So this is Checo and Kai. ZT has to pit once more. So Checo and Kai. Good match here. Oh, Baz, no! From P3, Baz has lost it. Where is... Well, I didn't see him. Where was he? I'm just looking for signs of a safety car. So far, it's just a yellow flag. Baz, running a P3, man. Unlucky. It is a very tricky track. The yellow flag is gone. There's no yellow flag in sets of 3, so they are racing here. next time. I'm not sure. Has Checo got DRS? No, we're not activated yet, so Ghost Rider actually ends up going around the outside of Checo. That may have been a deliberate switch around from Ferrari. In the end, they did it well because they didn't lose any other places, which they could have easily done, to be honest. But I think that is a switch around because at the moment Ghost Rider on softs. But I can tell you, 8 lap softs. I know they've done safety car laps and everything, but they will be already be starting to feel it a bit, those softs. So don't think he'll be going much longer, Ghost Rider. I'm not convinced that, for me, that was the best switch around ever. So I'd suggest that the mediums are probably the better tyre to be on at the moment. But it looks like Checo's going to lose out to Shamrock here. So we've done. Checo's still there, but door closes and Shamrock, nicely done, up into P5. And that's behind Checo is Windsor Place. Oh. The position changes further down now, just Hammy is best and Holy Nelsie. So obviously Hammy isn't really with us now, he's off to another race now because he got the timings wrong on that, unfortunately. But so, as you see, I mean, Ferrari did that switch around, and right now Kai seems to be getting away from Ghost Rider, whereas Checo was always at the back of him. So I do think Ferrari made a mistake there on that switch around, but there may have been something involved I wasn't aware of. Though Ghost Rider's coming up under huge pressure from Drunken Shamrock right now, so Bobby gains a place against Windsor Place. So I think Windsor Place must have been round there. Bobby hasn't joined back, so he is ghosting as well. As Shamrock, with the DRS this time, does get the move done. Matex sets the fastest lap of the race. Now up to P6, gets ahead of Checo. Same move on Checo that we just saw Shamrock do on Ghost Rider. So both Ferraris lose the position there. See, you find a pass right on the back of this battle as well. Just sort of having a little think to myself about strategy. I would imagine that it's something like 16 and 20 laps, medium and hard. But, it'd be that or some sort of variation of it. It's won't be much different to it, I wouldn't imagine. The only thing you might see with the medium guys is some of them may choose to just extend the stint slightly, just in case of a safety car, as Matex gets past Ghost Rider and is up to P5. Oh, he's finding a pass, having a little look. He was hoping to... Well, into the pits comes Ghost Rider then, so those softs have had it. He's had enough of them. Oh, and he sped into the pit lane, picks up 5 seconds. Dropping right down. He's going to come out behind, well, behind the AI of Bobby. Behind the pass, gets past Checo, up into P6. A nice little battle we've had here going on. Ghost Rider has gone to hard, so he is intending on going to the end of the race, and he's going to hope that he can have a little stint here where his hard tyres are going to be stronger than the medium tyres. He can maybe, in the long run, look for an undercut on the drivers that he was racing against there. So, now find the pass on the back of Matex to see if he could do anything else here. We've got a yellow flag, and again, I think it's Winter Place. It is. So he drops back. Ghost Rider's lost. Well, he's having to heat his tyres up, isn't he? Having coming out of pits, and so he's lost out to ET there. Once he does get them warmed up, ET's tyres are 5 laps older. Shamrock then going after Kai. Shamrock, of course, made a stop, so he's on 7 lap mediums. His mediums are in a really nice place right now. So, oh, Ghost Rider's had to pit again. No, maybe I got the yellow flag wrong then. Perhaps it was Ghost Rider and not Winter Place. I'm not sure. And at this time it is Winter Place. There he is. It's turned into a bit of a night to forget for Winter Place. Oh, he's round again. He's going to start getting a bit aggravated with this in a minute, I think. He's not normally like that, actually, Winter Place. He usually just gets on with it. Let's see. It's P13 then. Let's go back to our battles. So, right then, so it's Kai on 14 lap old hards. It's going to be interesting because at some point he's going to get an overcut on the guys ahead of him, or an opportunity to overcut. Now the gap at the moment is just over 3 seconds to Glad, so it's possibly a bit much. But it may come a point where he can start closing that as the hards become considerably better than the mediums. In the end, Winter Place has had to pit again. I think he's going to get out ahead of Ghost Rider, just. And he goes on to hards. It's not the sort of track where you sort of give up. Oh no, Ghost Rider does get past. So it's not worth giving up around here, because a safety car, as we've already seen earlier in the race, can happen at any moment. But Ghost Rider and Winter Place are going to need to get a move on, and Winter Place obviously got to heat those hards up, so it's going to take him about 3/4 of a lap, roughly. Half a lap to 3/4. But he's got to get a move on because the leaders are just behind him. He's going to start getting blue flagged. Just the AI of Piccoloco then got past the AI of Hammy, so the AIs are having their own little battle, which is fair play to them. Oh, but ET has dropped back down behind Bobby, so ET I think's had another moment. Got to go back to this one. As you can see, it's, well, we do have another battle. Actually, let's quickly go down. So this is Checo and Nelsie right now. Well, actually, I think that is Checo's gotten past Nelsie, but Nelsie's coming back as Checo runs wide. And Nelsie will have the DRS on the main straight. As JD Racer pits from the lead. And he's onto hard tyres. He's going to exit just behind these guys. As Hurley Nelsie goes up the inside, he actually gets a bit of curb making that move. Could be dodgy on the exit. Still going. But I think now Hurley Nelsie has got the move done. So up into P6. Checo P7. And his Ferrari teammate has had another spin. But he and Winter Place just need to keep going here, because even though the leaders are catching them, so Glads is right on the back of the Ferrari now. But even though they're catching them, the leaders are gonna be pitting anytime soon. So in fact, Glads will probably pit this lap. May choose to extend a bit further. So, again, just staying with this, really. Not really got any other battles going on. Right, so Glads has pitted again. Or, not again, but he has pitted this lap. He's serviced. He's on his way. Here's JD Racer. He is going to get past. So ahead of Glads he goes. Glads on the exit. And has to get those tyres up to temperature. So JD has gained. The undercuts worked. I believe... I didn't actually look at the gap before they pitted, but I think it was somewhere around 3 seconds. Or close to it. Oh. Sector 2 yellow. Oh, it's Ghost Rider. Where is he? There he is. Oh, and he's round again. So, what's happened there? Either he's been out in the gravel or something and has lit his tyres up completely. Unfortunately, that is JD Racer that's just going through on him. So he officially is now a lap down properly. Yeah, look. So it's one of two things. Either he's lit his tyres up when he spun the first time, maybe gone across the gravel, or he's taken a whack on the rear wing and he's got rear wing damage. It's more likely the tyres, but have it. So that's Ghost Rider around again. I think we might be seeing him into the pits this time for a retirement. Hope not. We always like to see everybody finish the race if possible, but just think it may be coming. He just to rub salt in the wounds, he gets given another 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and there's the retirement. So I had a feeling it was going to happen, and indeed it does. So the two AIs just swap positions again. The two AIs are having a right battle. They are still in AI, are they? Yeah. Look at that. He's actually inside his rear there. Oh, Emax. I didn't even see it come up on the screen this time. It's on Xbox as well, so it's not like a crossplay issue. Matex is playing on PC, but other than that, everybody else is on Xbox. And I don't think these connection things are anything to do with the crossplay, personally. Oh, mind you, I say that, actually, it probably is. Obviously, they beta test the crossplay, didn't they? And everything worked absolutely great during the beta testing. But what you got to bear in mind is they weren't beta testing league races, where you've got 18 on the grid today. They were beta testing lobbies, where most of it was probably 5 or 6 people. Maybe as much as 10. But the more drivers on the track, the more stress it puts on it. So at the moment, I've got to say, it's going to be an interesting one. So Mate's obviously going to be going long. He's on the hard tyres. Right now, he's got around about the length of the pit straight advantage over the 2 Red Bulls. So that's not enough to be able to pit and get ahead of them. But bear in mind, he's going to go to the medium tyres later in the race. He might be thinking to himself, why was Shamrock still going on those mediums? But that's because Shamrock's mediums are only the 14 laps old. He didn't start on those. ZT puts in the fastest lap of the race. Don't know if Emax got back then. He did. Nope. So, find the passes on the back of these as well. Just got a freeway battle here. But really, ideally, these guys don't want to do too much battling and holding each other up, because if any of the three of them are going to have a chance to beat the Red Bulls today, it's not going to be by battling each other. So things aren't in a bad position at the moment. So JD Racer gets a DRS move done on Holy Nelsie up the inside at turn 1. Checo's coming to the pits. 21 laps he's done on those medium tyres. And that, unfortunately, by the looks of it, is winter place round again. I'm not sure what that was about. We've got a full track yellow. Now, unless I'm being blind here, I can't see a safety car, so I think this is... Yeah, it's a VSC. It's a virtual safety car. Holy Nelsie picks up a drive-through penalty for speeding under the VSC. Shamrock has been able to pull out some massive lead here, 4.5 seconds. The VSC ends before they reach the pits, so they're not able to take advantage of it. But into the pits anyway comes Find the Pass. So Kai moves back into P3. And the 2 Red Bulls go through. But that will be it. Nobody else is going to go past. So Find the Pass is going to come out in P6. Quite nicely. And with a reasonably short stint to do on his hard tyres. So, looking like a good race for Find the Pass. The question really, though, was he was right on the back of Matex. I don't know what happened to allow Shamrock to suddenly go 4 seconds up the road, but he was right on the back of Matex, so this is potentially a chance to undercut Matex, who surely... Well, I'm saying surely he's going to be pitting this lap, but unless he's got something in his mind saying I can push these hards out to the end... Does seem very unlikely to me that he would do that, but let's just see, is he in? Oh no, dummy pit stop. He dummied one. But Kai does enter the pits, so he's in after 23 laps on the hards. And we have... Oh, is that Glads? Can't find him. Where is he? There he is. It is indeed CTV Glads. One of the Red Bulls has spun it out the final corner. So Kai exits the pits well ahead of the second Red Bull. Find the Pass has gone through. Holy Nelsie's gone through. Having already... He's taken his drive-through as well, Holy Nelsie. And he's still up there in P6. ET's gone through as well. It's a nightmare for Glads. But things falling into place at the moment for Shamrock and JD Racer, but and Matex as well, come to think of it, for the potential podium. Set to 2 yellow again. It's winter place. I've never seen that man struggle as much as I've seen him struggle this week and last week. So, are we seeing any battles? We are indeed. We've got Kai now with DRS having a look at Find the Pass. He moves to the inside. Squeezes as much angle into the corner as he can. And makes the move up into P4. Consolidates that straight away. No need for Find a Pass to panic. That's a guy that's on fresh medium tyres. Not really your battle. Quite happy to stay on the back of him and leech his DRS though. That would be nice. Yeah, this time... Actually, this time I'm not sure. I think that might have been meant to place again. I think it's a long, long way back. Sakai is setting the timing boards alight now. And we've got a full course yellow. And this time... Oh, this time Winter Place has crashed out altogether. And it has brought us a full safety car. Well, unfortunately his car disappeared before we could see it, but it was around there. So I'm not sure what's happened to him. But it brings out a full safety car and has just completely knocked this race on its head. So we're in soft tyre territory. Presuming we're going to be under safety car for 2 or even 3 laps. We are definitely in soft tyre territory. The only person I genuinely... Well, actually there's 2 people that may genuinely decide to stay out here at the top lot is JD Racer and Kai. But I'm not convinced JD Racer will. I think Kai might. The other one might be Holy Nelsie. They're on relatively fresh mediums, you see. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them stay out. In comes Junk and Shamrock then from the lead. In comes Matex. What's JD Racer going to do? He opts for the pit stop, so he's coming onto softs as well. Kai, surely you stay out, Kai. Surely you stay out. You're not going to take the lead. Going to take P2 though. Just. But you are going to take it. So up to P2 goes Kai. And that will... Well, if Drunken Shamrock just looked at his leaderboard up in the top left side of his screen and saw that a driver went into P2 on medium tyres, his eyes would have lit up there. That is absolutely perfect for him. Holy Nelsie. Ah, right, okay. So Holy Nelsie did stay out on his mediums, but he wasn't close enough to anyone to overtake them. So, really, would have been better served going to the softs. Although he remains in P6, he would have dropped a bit if he pitted, so maybe he's done the right thing. Not seen Bob very much today. Still going along nicely. In P13. Right, just gonna pop my phone on charge, so just running out of battery a bit. So some will be absolutely ruining this safety car coming out. Others will be rather loving it. Honest truth is, I don't know whether Matex will be pleased or not. I mean, he's now in P3 on nice fresh softs, so he can't be too unhappy about it. And JD Racer's pitted again. Pick up some damage somewhere. It's not often you see that. Hammy's AI has picked up a penalty. Hammy's AI has picked up a penalty. 5 seconds. Is that something to do with JD? It can't be. He wasn't down there. So it was an AI driver just... I think an AI driver sped into the pits. That's all I can think of. Don't see that very often. Can you believe the two AIs are still right together? on track. Oh, I put 20% softs on. Oh dear. Okay. Well, best of luck on that, mate. Just try your best. We're not in this lap anyway, so it's going to go another lap. You will drop all the way to the back if you were to pit, unfortunately. So I think it's probably worth the risk. For all you know, it might have done it to others as well. Other drivers might have had the same thing happen. You don't know, do you? So it's on my graphic. It doesn't tell me that you're on softs, unfortunately. Anyway, when Shamrock finds himself in the same boat and he's ended up pitting onto worn softs, Kai might actually be in a great place here. So, in a way, everybody is now caught up, so the safety car will come in this lap. So, we resume lap 30. That means 7 laps remaining. So that's the good news. In a way, find the pass. Even if you were already worn softs, you've not got far to go. So that's something. Let's just hope it doesn't affect you too much finishing position wise. It's unfortunate, certainly. There's the confirmation from race control. Safety car in this lap. Let's go. Let's not go P2. Let's go to Matex and ride on board with him. Let's see what safety. This period of the safety car, when the safety car is announced to be coming in, the leader gets slowed right down. There's nothing they can do about it. The game will not let them accelerate away at the moment. So, it does cause problems back down the pack. Now, what people have got to be aware of, because a lot of people don't realise this year, but they changed the rules on safety cars. Now, you are not allowed to drive alongside the car ahead of you at all under safety car. They changed that due to the Abu Dhabi incident between Lewis and Max last season. Reviewed, but in a way, it looks like everybody's gotten away safely. JD splits the AIs, and will obviously go ahead of the other one. So he's back up to P9 now, and he'll. Well, amazingly, he's got his teammate ahead of him, Glads. It's Checo. Spins it in the Ferrari. I think he's lost his right end plate. He has got front wing damage. May not need to pit with that, but as he's dropped to the back, he probably will in a way. And those 2 in AI. So Bob will make his way up. So it's good news for Bob in a way. He's going to be able to get himself up into the points, which is great news. I suppose he would have been there anyway because AIs would have got disqualified from the race. We've got lots of battles going on at the moment, so it's hard to pick one specific one. This is Matex then on the back of Kai for battling for P2, and they've got find the pass only half a second behind as well. And Kai is right on the back of Junkin Shamrock as well. So that's why I said for Kai to stay out. It's looking like it was a great shout. Now it looks there like Matex ran wide into the hairpin, but actually there's 2 different lines through the hairpin around here. You can come in tight to the hairpin like you would any other corner, or you can run out wide and run around the higher part of the track. The reason for that is it gives you better traction around there. So you'll see the corner. So Matex has a look. Seems to catch Kai sleeping there. And that move didn't even look there like it was there. And I don't know, perhaps Kai ran wide into the corner. Brake late for it or something, missed his braking. But if that's what happened, mate, it's certainly on his toes. Glads gets past Holy Nelsie for P6. Stick with this one for now, because this is the battle that's going to decide the winner for this race. Be nice to see Shamrock win, I'm going to be honest about that. As I said last week, the end of last season particularly, but even right at the start of this season, he showed some awesome pace. And he just seemed to go off the boil for a few races. He seems to be back, which is great to see. I do have a yellow in sector 2. I'm looking down to see if I can see a car stopped. Oh, I think it was Bob Dylan. Yeah, Bob's dropped back down to 12th, but bear in mind, he's got 3 AI cars ahead of him, so he's actually running P9. Same for Checo. He's actually running P10. As Matex sets the fastest lap in a race as he goes after Shamrock. And watch the line Matex takes, goes around the high line to help him on the exit. The problem is with it, even though you can do that, unless you're actually side by side exiting the corner, you don't really get a chance to overtake up here, because that part of the track is very narrow. So there's not really room. And if you do risk it, then you're really taking your race into, or risking your whole race for the sake of making one position, which obviously isn't ideal. So Matex DRS here. Whole purpose of that DRS zone, really, it's not really for overtakes, and if you're close enough you get a chance to, but it's more to close the gap to the car ahead, which gives the better chance of the DRS move on the main straight, if you can stay close to him through the final couple of corners. Matex has stayed pretty close. Is he close enough? He opens up his energy, but he hasn't really got any. Goes around the outside. I don't know if there's contact there. It looks like the way Shamrock's car reacted suggested there was, unless he hit the inside curb. Might have been the case. But Matex does take the lead on a race. Can you believe it? The 2 AIs that I keep mentioning, Picoloco and Hammy, just swap positions again. They've barely been within outside a tenth of each other through the whole race, those 2 AIs. You should have watched them. So, Bob pits it in the end, Bob Dylan. So, he's popped on a set of softs. He might be able to nick a fastest lap. I think Matex holds it currently. He's had a little incident there, Bob, in sets of 1. Just be a bit careful. Because I mean, I don't know if Bob actually knows this. I don't know if he's listening to me at the same time as racing, but he is inside the points because there's 4 AIs ahead of him. Bobby, Emax, Hammy, and Picoloco. So he would be obviously awarded those places ahead of the AIs. So he is actually running in 10th at the moment. So this battle look has turned into a 5-car battle. They're all within a second of each other. Nobody's got any energy. That's the problem. The only person with energy is ET. He's got 32%, but he's got 4 cars ahead of him, all getting towed along with DRS. So, or 3 cars ahead of him getting towed along with DRS. Obviously, Matex wouldn't get the DRS, but it just sort of neutralises him. There's not really a lot he can do, unfortunately. And so we head on to the final lap of the race. Right, guys, once this race finishes, I'm going to have to really be quick. I've got another commentary at 8 in just 10 minutes' time, so we will see this through, and I'll do a quick summary, but other than that, we're going to have to jump out pretty quickly. So, oh, and that's Bob. Don't retire, Bob. Keep going. So it doesn't look like these positions are going to change, does it? They're all sort of... Unless one of them actually makes a mistake. Kai gets very close to the back of Shamrock there. Shamrock just looks like he's struggling a bit, doesn't he, on his softs? Be careful. Nah, see, that was silly. That was silly. That move was from way too far back. And, Shamrock's not moving, I think probably because he's in a state of disbelief right now at what's just happened. Once they touch, they seem to get locked together instead of separating out. But Matex crosses the line and wins the race. Find the pass P2, ET P3, Kai P4, Glads 5, Racer 6, JD Racer 6, Holy Nelsie 7. Piccoloco's AI will cross in 8, but obviously that won't count, nor will Hammy's. Checo then will be promoted up. $89% tires in the end. My goodness, I didn't realise they were that quickly. I knew they'd go fast, but I didn't realise they'd be that quick. Right, we'll get the champagne in then. Well, I mean, I can't lie, guys. The Shamrock is going to be fuming. There's no ifs or buts about that. He was seriously... I can tell he was fuming by the way he just stayed on track and didn't move a muscle. Because he was in absolute disbelief of what just happened. I'm afraid that was a lunge that's cost Shamrock the race, or not a win, but a P2 in a way. Right, so there's the final results. So Matex wins with fastest lap from Find the Pass. ET the Gamer and P3, so congratulations to you, Free. Kai ends up P4, Glads 5, Jada Racer 6, Holy Nelsie 7. Piccoloco's an AI, so Ch was 8th. Hammy's AI, Emax was AI, Bobby was AI, which means Bob Dylan was 9th. And from there down we're all DNFs. And a DSQ in the end for Shamrock. But yeah, there we go. I guess that'll be looked at. But in a way, that's the situation in a race. As you can see, instance-wise, not very many at all. There's the collision between those two at the end. But you have it. The stewards have got everything they need. Everything they need for the standings. And there we go. A summary then. Obviously a difficult start. A couple of safety cars early doors. But once we got going, it was going good. Then unfortunately Winter Place had a few spins but ended up retiring on one of them and brought out a final safety car, which led to a great little battle at the end going on between the top 5. So in a way, that's the end of WRL's round 9. As I said, guys, I need to hurry. I've got another one straight up, so I need to get on. As always, thank you to everybody that's watched live. Thanks to everyone that watches it back at a later point. I really appreciate it. Thanks very much, WRL, for having me. I've really enjoyed it. And we'll be back next for round 10 at the same time, so 6 p.m. I say I'm back up in just a moment at 8 o'clock. As far as I know, I'm commentating it. There may be a chance that I might end up racing as well instead. So if it doesn't pop up that I'm live, that's because I've ended up racing. So I'll see you in a bit. See you. Good night.